Good day, Philippines. Hello, Region 1. Aloha, San Carolinian learners. Airing live from the Mango Bamboo capital of the Philippines, San Carlos City. You're tuning in to CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every STO-SEC learner, where passion is the key. Learning paves the way. With our division mantra, developing creativity, maximizing versatility. This is your CCN Broadcast Center. CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every STO-SEC learner.
Hello, good day learners! I am Teacher Dal, your virtual/science teacher for today. Welcome to another fun and exciting learning with me. I'm so happy because God is always with us. Are you happy too, kids? Yes, I'm sure of that. So, let's start. It's science time, it's science time, let's all be ready now, it's science time, it's science time, it's science time, let's all be ready now, it's science, one more time, it's science time, let's all be ready now, it's science time, yes! I know you are ready and you are set. Okay? So, this is Science 5, Quarter 2, Module 6. So, our topic for today is about describing the reproductive parts of plants and its functions. So, we have our objectives. The first objective, describe the reproductive parts in plants and their functions. The second one, enumerate the parts of a flower. The third one, identify the function of each part of a flower. And number 4, appreciate the importance of plants around us. Okay. To test your stock knowledge. So I have here, can you identify the following pictures? The first picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's very easy. So what do you call that? Yes, it's roots. Very good. Good job, children. Next picture. What I know. What's this? It's not a straw. 1, 2, 3. Yes, you're right. It's a stem. Another one. 1, 2, 3. It's a leaf. So easy kahit 1 lang. Ang ating timer. Can you identify this? Yes. It is a fruit. The next one. 1, 2, 3. It's a flower. You're correct. And what's this? 1, 2, 3. Siyempre, may pakit-kit. Seed. Yes, you're right. So the next slide. What can you see in this picture aside from me? It's what? Huh? Can you see what? Yes, there are plants. What else? Trees. What else? Flowers. Different flowers. Okay. So how will you appreciate the plants around you or around us? Okay, how do you appreciate it? By enjoying and using the benefits of the plants around us. Because maraming naibibigay ang plants sa atin. Okay? Like, for example, food is the very important thing. Kaya natin na-appreciate ang plants. Food for survival. And it adds flavor, especially the herbs, plants, okay? Sa ating TLE o sa home economics teacher, they are teaching us to give flavor on our food, okay? The herbs that we use because it heals our sickness, okay? What else? Medicine, okay? So, we appreciate the plants around us by enjoying the beauty, okay? The beauty that God created, okay? Because if we are taking good care of the plants, if there is a love sa ating nature, okay, magiging maganda ang ating kapaligiran. Okay, I have a song. The trees are growing, growing, growing. The trees are growing in my garden. Pick up the seeds of love, pick out the seeds of love, pick out the seeds of love in my garden. The flowers are nodding, nodding, nodding. The flowers are nodding, nodding in my garden. Pick up the seeds of love, pick up the seeds of love. Pick up the seeds of love in my garden. So yun ang importante, the love of nature, the love of God's creation. Kaya lalo nating dapat i-appreciate ang mga bagay sa ating paligid. Okay. So, did you know? Okay, trivia time. Plants have male and female parts. That is why they can reproduce. Okay, my male and female. All right. So what's new? What can you see in this slide? So how are the flowers different from one another? So I give you time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Huwag tayong seryoso, okay? Hi, children, yung mga nagwa-watch dyan. Okay. So, how are the flowers different from one another? Size. Yes, you're correct, kid. What else? Shape. Yes. Another one. Another one. The color. Okay, very good. What else? The smell. Kahit hindi natin na-smell, pero smell is that one differ from one another. Their smell. All right. So what's in? Flowers have different types, okay? Sizes. Some are small, some are big, elongated. Shapes, there are elongated. Circle, heart shape. Colors, there are pink, red, yellow flowers, okay? White. Smell, like sampagita, our national flower, smell good, pleasant smell, and many more. But did you know that like animals, plants also reproduce continuously. Tuloy-tuloy, kaya marami po tayong nakikitang plants sa ating paligid. In our school, in our backyard, in our community, okay? So they reproduce using their male and female parts, which is our topic for today. So what is it? Parts of a flower. So here's my slide. So this is the parts of a flower. All right, so let me start. This one, the stamen or stamen. Okay? So what is the function of the stamen? It is the male part of a flower. It consists of filament and the anther. Okay, remember class, it is the male part of a flower. It consists of filament and the anther. Your code there is the spelling of stamen, men. So this is the male. Oh, I'll give you a clue na kasi marami kayong memorize. So para may stick into your mind, stamen is the male reproductive part of a flower. The next one. Okay, so this is the stamen. Stamen composed of anther, okay? And the anther consists of two lobes that contain pollen sacs. Diyan po nananahan yung mga pollen grains with that two lobes. The next one, okay, the filament. It holds the function of this part. It holds the anther in a position tall enough to release the pollen. Okay, so siya yung nag-hold para hindi bumagsak yung anther. Okay, tall enough to release the pollen. Diyan dadaan ang pollen grains. Okay, so that is the stamen, the male reproductive part of a flower. And the stamen consists of anther and filament. Okay? Remember that. The next one, parts of a flower again. So this time, the accessory part, the petal. What is the function of the petal? Form the most, okay, take note of that, most obvious part of a flower. Most petals are brightly colored to attract insects for pollination. Yan yung kanina, yung previous slide ko, di ba? Ang ganda-ganda yun. No? Kasi yung petals, they are brightly colored. Okay? That is petals. Brightly colored to attract insects. Not only insects and bees, they are attracting us too. Okay. So the next one, trivia again. Did you know a group of petals is called corolla? Not corona, okay? Not coronavirus, okay? We pray na stop na yung corona na yan. A group of petals is called corolla. So remember that class, okay? Corolla. So we go back again. This time, another accessory part of a flower, sepal. So, the function of sepal are modified leaves, okay, modified leaves which enclose and protect the other parts of a flower when it is still a bud. Siya yung nagpro-protekta doon sa flower, okay? During yung bud pa, yung hindi pa siya namumulaklak, yung hindi pa siya nabubuka, okay? When the flower blooms, the sepal support the bottom of the flower. So yung sepal nandito ulit para suportahan, to support the flower. And that's the role of the sepal. Okay? I repeat, the sepal are modified leaves which enclose and protect the other parts of a flower when it is still a bud. When the flower blooms, the sepal again supports the bottom of the flower. Okay, so we move on. Did you know a group of sepals is called a calyx? Okay, calyx. Kanina, a group of petals is called corolla. Now this time, a group of sepals, is called calyx. Okay, pareho silang C. Corolla, calyx. All right. Now we move on to pistil. Okay, pistil is the female, kaya pink yung nilagay kong arrow para tayo is the female part of a flower. It consists of the stigma, style, and ovary. So, female po. Babae. Ito yung female part of a flower. Kanina, yung stamen. Sa babae naman, it is pistil. It is the female part of a flower, consists of stigma and style and ovary. Alright. So, kuminsan kasi sa mga libro, okay? Pistil is also called carpel. Hindi carpet, carpel. Pistil is also called carpel. May mga nickname tayo sa mga plants din, ganon, mga name nila. So, another name of pistil is also called carpel. Okay, so pistil, it consists of, pistil is the female part of a flower. It consists of the first one, style. Okay, it is a stalk that connects the stigma to the ovary. It is tall enough to drop pollen grains. Okay, yung mahaba dyan na tubo, that is style. The next part of the pistil is ovule. So when we say ovule, it's a plant structure that develops into a seed when fertilized. So yan yung magiging seed at magkikreate na ulit ng panibagong plants nang gagaling sa ovule. Plant structure that develops into a seed when fertilized. The next one, okay, the stigma. It is a swollen structure at the end. Okay, nasa dulo. At the end of the style, it receives the pollen grains. Siya nang nagre-receive ng pollen grains. Swollen. Ibig sabihin, yun yung parang maga o umumbok sa part ng flower. The next one is the ovary. What is the function? Holds the egg cells which are to be fertilized by the sperm from the pollen grains. So, counterpart sa human reproductive system, meron din ang ovary. Okay? Nandun yung egg cell natin. Sa plant din, sa pistil, meron din egg cell which are fertilized by the sperm from the pollen grains. So, those are the important parts of the female reproductive part of a flower. Pistil, composed of stigma, ovary, style, and ovule. Alright. So, did you know a complete flower has a complete set? From the name itself, siyempre, complete. Siyempre, kompleto ang set of structures. This include the sepal, the petal, the stamen, and the pistil. These are the major parts of a flower. Okay? So, tinatawag na complete flower ang isang flower if it is complete set. Okay? Again, sepal, okay? Sabayan na ako. Petal, stamen, and pistil. Okay. But an incomplete flower lacks one of the structure of a complete flower. Siyempre, pag incomplete, isa sa part ng flower ay nawala, it's lacking. So, it's considered incomplete. An incomplete flower, I repeat, lacks one of the structures of a complete flower. So, what I have learned? These are the questions. Are you ready, guys? Kids, take down kayo, lalo ng mga grade 5 learners there. What are the major parts of a flower? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So easy. Time's up. The answer is, check your word, stamen, pistil, sepal, and petal. The next one, what I have learned. Answer this question. What is the male reproductive part of a flower? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Time's up, children. Binigyan ko kayo ng clue kanina. Okay, ready? It is stamen. Composed of the anther and filament. Pero kung stamen ang nilagay nyo, it's correct. The next one is a female. Yan. Sorry po, it's a female reproductive part of a flower. It's called pistil, composed of style, stigma, and ovary. Sorry for that kayo na. It's a female. Oh, binigyan ko na kayo ng hinano ko na yung answer. What is the female? Correction. Female reproductive part of a flower. This, I know you got it right. It's a pistil. Okay? Alright. So what's this? Giant. It's a very nice flower. Okay? Did you know? It's a trivia. Okay. The largest flower on earth. Okay? On earth. Is Rafflesia. It is an example of a complete flower. Oh, like I've said earlier, a complete flower has a complete set of structures. There's a sepal, petal, stamen, and pistil. So the largest flower, remember that, kids, the largest flower on earth is Rafflesia. It is found in Thailand. Okay? So what's more, to give emphasis on our lesson for today. So identify me. So be ready, kids. Your pen and your paper there. So join us, okay? Fill in the crossword puzzle with the 4 main parts of a flower. Use the descriptions of each part found beside it as a clue. So you have to read first the description and then you fill out the puzzle. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ready? So that's it. No need to draw. You just put the number or kung ano kayo. Okay. So this is the across. When we say across, that line, across. When we sit down, pababa, vertical. Okay. So number 1, I read to you the male. Oh, palagi na. Ang ma-memorize na ito. The male reproductive part of a flower. Number 3, across. So do it now. Sabayan niyo ako. Come on, kids. The modified leaf. What do you call that? The modified leaf. There's a box there. There's a clue kung ilang letters. It's so easy. Next, the down area. 2, the female reproductive part of a flower. O, female this time. Down po, down. And then number 4, the most obvious part of a flower. So do it now. It's science time. It's science time. Let's all be ready now. It's science time. It's science time. It's science time. Let's all be ready now. It's science time. Okay, time's up. Time's up na rin yung aking song. Alright, what is the answer? In 1, the male reproductive part of a flower. You check your word, be honest, okay? It is stamen. 3, the modified leaf is sepals. Check. And down, the female reproductive part of a flower, pistil. And last, ano kaya ito? The most obvious part of a flower is petals. Okay, check your work. Okay, next one. Assessment. Okay? Again, know me. Identify and label the parts of the flower. You're going to label the parts of the flower. Should be correct in spelling, okay? Okay, that is number 1. So, sabayan nyo na lang ako. If you know the answer na, you write it down, kids. And 2, your answer there. Sige. Yes. Number 3. Kung hindi nyo pa maalala, sige, go back to the next number. Number 4. Number 5. Then 6. And this is 7. And 8. It's only 8. Oh, come on. You do it. I'll give you time again. Are we going to sing? It's time to play now. It's time to live. La 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 la. It's time to sing now. I know you remember those things that we've learned today, the parts of the reproductive system of a flower or plants. Okay. So, check it now. Answer. Number 1, check it. Should be correct spelling, A-N-T-H-E-R, anther. The number 2, stigma. S-T-I-G-M-A, stigma. Number 3, ovary. Spell O-V-A-R-Y, ovary. Number 4, guess what is that? It's a pistil. P-I-S-T-I-L, pistil. Number 5, stamen. S-T-A-M-E-N, stamen. Number 6, petal. P-E-T-A-L, petal. And number 7, filament. F-E-L-A-M-E-N-T, filament. And number 8, sepal. S-E-P-A-L. So those are the parts of the flower. Okay, the perfect match. So when I say perfect match, fill in the box of the correct part or function of a flower. We have studied the different parts of a flower and I mentioned the function of each part. So you have to match, okay? Match and fill in. Okay, so stigma. In the parts, there is stigma and then fill up the next one, style. I provide you the other parts, I provide you the other functions, so you have to fill it up, match it. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 dito, medyo mahirap. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. The next one. There's a part, merong petal and sepal function, the first one, and the third one. So fill it up. Come on, children. Do it. Later on, I will check, especially my grade 5 class in Central 2. So do it, okay? All right. 1, another 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, time's up. Check your paper now. So stigma, what is the function of stigma? How do you describe it? Stigma is a swollen structure at the end of the style. Yun yung nakaumbok, okay? It's a swollen structure at the end of the style. The next one, number 2, the female reproductive part of a flower. You're correct. It's pistil. Number 3, style is a stalk that connects the stigma to the ovary. And stamen, okay, male reproductive part of a flower. So check it now. I know you got it right. Next one, it holds the anther in a position tall enough to release the pollen. What do you call this? It's a filament. The next one, petal. How do you describe it? The function, form the most obvious part of a flower. The next part holds the egg cell, nandun ang egg cell, which are to be fertilized by the sperm from the pollen grains. It is the ovary. You're correct. And last but not the least, sepal are modified leaves which enclose and protect the other parts of a flower. So those are the correct answer in our assessment. I know you got it right. All right. So, syempre, you have your take-home work. So you have your assignment. Draw me. Not me, okay? Draw and label the parts of your favorite flower. Okay? You have your favorite flower. You draw it, so you will be graded. May rubrics yan. You have be graded according to the correct label. Siyempre, label niyo po. Neatness and illustration. So, take note of our assignment, kids. Please do it. That is your performance task. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just comment on the comment section. So I'll be entertaining. Thank you so much. Bye for now. God bless. See you next time. Love you all. God bless po.
Good day, Philippines. Hello, Region 1. Aloha, San Carlinian learners. Airing live from the mango bamboo capital of the Philippines, San Carlos City. You're tuning into CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every STO-SEC learner, where passion is the key. Learning paves the way. With our division mantra, developing creativity, maximizing versatility. This is your CCN Broadcast Center. CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every STO-SEC learner.